Hi lovelies, it's Jasmine here, back with another video. I'm super excited and I just want to start my video off by saying thank you for all the love and support that I've gotten since starting my channel and on my first video. It means the world to me, so thank you for taking the time to watch. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you all so much. Now for today, I'm going to be doing a full Colourpop review. Yes, so if you're not familiar with Colourpop, they are like an online brand based out of California. They have really affordable products that are like trendy and really good quality. They're honestly one of my favorite brands. So I wanted to go ahead, get ready today, do a full face using only Colourpop products, because I know in my last video I used quite a bit of Colourpop products. And it's because I actually have so many Colourpop products and I just kind of wanted to go through some of my faves, talk about some of them. I think Colourpop is now being sold in Ulta, but not all of their products are being sold in Ulta. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and get started. And also, wearing a wig right now, rocking a wig. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I feel like wigs are high-key, a lot of maintenance. Like, you gotta make sure it's like on right, you know what I mean? Make sure, you know, the part's good. Like, it's a lot of work. Gotta make sure the wig is secured, make sure the bag's secure, the wig is secured. So I'm getting adjusted to it, but I like it so far. I'm actually going to the county fair with my friends today, so I'm getting ready to do that. I'm always running late, so I'll be leaving soon to go to the county fair. But let's get into this. I am going to start off with foundation, and I'm taking the Colourpop foundation. This is their liquid no filter foundation in the shade Dark 155. This is a really good match for me. They also do a stick foundation. I have the stick foundation in 147. This is a little light for me right now, but I prefer liquid foundations over stick foundations. I just feel like they look a little bit more natural on my skin. So for this one, I'm only taking one pump. So one pump. And this is enough for my whole face. I don't like a lot of foundation. I feel like when I use too much, I look cakey, but by all means, do what, you know, you feel comfortable with. So I'm just kind of taking it, put it on my face. A little bit goes a long way, and I always start off with a little bit and then build my way up. That's what I recommend when it comes to foundation. Just start with a smaller amount and just build your way up until you get your desired amount of coverage. So I'm going to go on with my Real Techniques buffing brush, and so I would say that this foundation is medium buildable coverage. It's like a satin finish. I feel like it would be good for all skin types, but if you have super dry skin, you probably want to go in with a hydrating primer or a moisturizer before. So my base is looking good. This foundation, it also retails for $11, so not a bad price point. Now I'm going to go in with concealer. This is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and this is in the shade Medium Dark 36. So this is the newer formulation from Colourpop. So we're just going to use a little bit. Like, guys, I use a little bit of product. A little bit goes a long way, honestly. I find if I use too much of this concealer, it does look kind of cakey and it will break up, but it's still like a pretty good concealer. And I think this concealer is like $7. I'll put everything in the description box, link everything below. So now we're moving on to bronzer. This is the Colourpop bronzer in the shade Rodeo. This is a quite red bronzer. As you can tell, it looks like brownish red. So it looks really good on me in the summertime, because my skin goes a little like orangish reddish in the summertime, so it just is a nice accent. And then going against the jawline, the use, you know what I mean, gotta pretend like you don't have a double chin. We're gonna go on with blush. I don't know what blush I want to use. So this is the Makeup Shayla with Colourpop Under Construction blush in the shade Construct. I'm like thinking about using this one, but I kind of want to use I kind of want to use this shade, a Supershock blush. I recommend all the Supershock products from Colourpop. They're so bomb. This is a Supershock blush in this shade Sticky Sweet. That's like a tongue twister. This is so pretty. Do you see how pretty that is? And then the cool thing about the Supershock products are the formula. They're very unique. Like it's a cross between a cream, a mousse, like a powder type situation. It's like very like spongy, bouncy. So, or yeah, more bouncy. So just gonna add that to the face. A tip is if you OD it with the blush and you want to tone it down, all you have to do is kind of go over it with your foundation brush and that will tone it down. Obviously don't add any more foundation, but just take your old foundation brush or a clean brush, just tone it down and it'll look natural. So I'm really liking that. I kind of want to add a little more though. In the last video I used Butterfly Beach from Colourpop, which is like favorite highlighter of all time. Another highlighter that I own is in the shade Churro. So this is actually really cool. Like it's kind of marbled. You probably can't see it as much, but it's really pretty. This is like more golden. This has a little bit more shimmer in there, so it really does depend on your preference with highlight. This is still gorgeous. And for my brows, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Colourpop Precision Brow Pencil. This is one of my favorite brow pencils ever. I love this. I've repurchased this so many times. I'm gonna use the Colourpop Brow Gel. This brow gel is bomb. It's a straight up dupe for Glossy Boy Brow. I have it in the shade Clear. I really need to get a new one because this one it's kind of old. This is definitely a thing to try from Colourpop. I really like it. Okay, now we're gonna move on to eyeshadow now that our brows are done. And Colourpop makes bomb eyeshadow. They have their Super Shock shadows, which I didn't pull out any to show you, but they also have a ton of palettes. So if you're thinking to get something from Colourpop, the lip products are definitely something to get. And then their eyeshadows, whether it's the Super Shock eyeshadows or their eyeshadow palettes. They have so many. The one that I'm using today is the Brown Sugar palette. It's the Karruche Tran and Colourpop collab. I feel like when you're looking at eyeshadows and deciding what to get, kind of think about the shades you're interested in using, the shades that you would use on a regular basis, or the shades that you would like to use. So this palette is like perfect for me because look, it's like all brown shades. It's so good. So yeah, I'm gonna use this today, and I have my brush. This brush is kind of dirty. Don't judge me. So I'm gonna start off by using Jamocha, which is kind of this middle shade right here. Just throw that in the crease. Now I'm going to kind of intensify it a little bit, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Sorrel down here. And I always start like towards the middle of my eye, and then I'll work my way out. Now I'm gonna like add a little bit more some oomph to it, and I'm gonna go in with the orange shade, which is Amber. This is a gorgeous shade. It looks a lot more subtle in person. Like I feel like on the camera it looks more intense, but in person I feel like it looks more natural. Sometimes I go on with my finger and I just soften things out just so it doesn't look so harsh but like I said, in person it looks a lot more natural. Oh, I used a little bit of chalk yesterday, now that I think about it. And I am using the same brush. If you wanted more precision in your look, you would use different brushes. But this is like an easy, breezy look, and I'm using it all brown, so it doesn't really matter to me that I'm using different shades. And as I go, I'm using more intense shades opposed to starting off with an intense shade and then going into like a lighter shade. So I don't mind using the same brush. So we're just gonna add that just to add more definition to the eye, and also a little bit more depth to the eye. Give it a little more volume and light hands. I'm kind of swirling it around just so it blends out nicely. Do the same over here. I'm just tapping my brush in the product and doing the same thing because I don't want to put too much product there. You rather start with a little bit and build your way up. That's just my motto when it comes to makeup. Just start with a little bit, and then if I want to intensify things, I can build my way up, opposed to just starting with a lot of product. You always can like run some underneath your eyes, but I don't always do that. Okay, and then you guys know my thing is the inner corner highlight. It brings a lot of light to the eye. It adds more depth to the eyeshadow look, and it brightens your eye. So I always, well not always, but a lot of times if I'm doing like a full face, then I'll add the inner corner highlight. And sometimes I go on with a brush, but sometimes I'm just lazy and I'll just take my pinky or my another finger, and you just kind of go right into the inner corner like that. So yeah, this is a lovely palette. They still sell this on the Colourpop's website, so you can check this one out. I'll leave it linked down below, but all the Colourpop shadows are definitely goes. Okay, so our eyeshadow is done. Now we're just going to go ahead and go in with a mascara. And Colourpop actually has a mascara. Mine is actually so old that all the packaging has rubbed off, but it's still the Colourpop mascara. I have my shade in the Blackest Black. They have so many colors, like colors that you've probably never expected to see in your life for mascara. So if you like to have fun with mascara, you may want to check this out. It's a pretty decent mascara. As you can see, this is what the wand looks like. Not my favorite mascara, but it is pretty decent, and it adds a decent amount of volume. I think this retails for $8. Okay, so we're almost finished with the video. I'm pretty much had my face done. The only thing I need to do is add a lippy, and I'm trying to figure out what lip I want to do. Okay, so yeah, one of my lip options was in my bag, and it's the Colourpop lip gloss in the shade Fudged. This lip gloss is bomb. I really like it. I'm just gonna try this one on. It's like a brownish tint, but I was thinking about doing a more intense lip, so we'll just try out the intense lip and see how we like that. For my intense lip option, another orange. I love orange colors on black girls, like on women of color in general. Like orange is just like and this is the shade Mama. So this is like a classic Colourpop shade out of their liquid lipstick range. This is the original liquid lipstick formula. They have reformulated the liquid lipsticks. I still think the liquid lipsticks are worth trying. They're the most affordable ones on the market for the, you know, biggest color range. We'll try this shade out. Trick that I like to do when it comes to my liquid lipsticks is I like to kind of blend out the edges with my finger, and I just feel like it just makes it look slightly softer. I loved how everything turned out. So definitely try out Colourpop. They are now in Ulta. Not all of their stuff is in Ulta, so you can also go on their website. If you spend $30, you get free shipping. It's definitely a brand that you should try, especially if you're someone you mostly bought drugstore makeup and now you want to kind of venture out of drugstore but you don't want to break the bank. I think Colourpop is a really good brand to try out. And some of my top recommendations, their eyeshadow palettes are good. This is a collaboration one with Karruche Tran, but like they have so many. I used one in my last video, So their eyeshadows are really good. All their Supershock products. So this is a blush. This is one of their Supershock highlighters. So the Supershock products are super good and worth trying. I'm a big fan of their brow products. They have pomades, brow gels, pencils. So I think these are worth trying. And their lip products. I have so many Colourpop lip products. I have way more than this, but yeah, those are worth trying. They have glosses. They have liquid lipstick, ultra blotted lips, a wide range of products to try. I really enjoy this bronzer, so that's worth trying too. As you can see, I'm wearing the foundation today, and I think the foundation looks really good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite foundation in my collection, but it is really good. And if you're placing an order on Colourpop, you might as well try out the foundation. They always do sales and offers and stuff, so this is bomb. And the concealer even looks good, but yeah, when I put too much of this on, it does look a little cakey. So I think that there are comparable ones that you can get, but a lot of people love this concealer, so you have a lot of options to try. I love doing this video because I have so many Colourpop products, and I'm loving how this lippy looks. Again, this is in the shade Mama, and I just want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe for more content. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.